Welcome to this APIM 3.0 tutorial. API Management exposes SnapLogic and external endpoints as composable services. You can secure and govern them with reusable policies and publish them to a developer portal. APIM 3.0 conforms to the OpenAPI specification and allows you to import services from Swagger 2.0 specifications. In this video, we'll start with a simple pipeline and triggered task and create a service. In Part 2, we'll see how to test the service, set up subscriptions, and publish. This is our Hello World pipeline. It contains a mapper snap. Let's open it to see what it does. The snap simply outputs the Hello World message. We'll create a triggered task to execute it. We'll just change the name and save. Next, we'll open APIM 3.0 from the waffle menu. The services catalog opens. These folders all contain APIM 3.0 services. We'll click Add Service. First, we select the project for the service. In this case, we'll select the project that contains the Hello World pipeline and triggered task. We'll give the service a name. We'll give it a unique URL slug, Hello Services. The slug is plural, assuming that we might want to add multiple endpoints. You can use any version convention with letters and numbers. We'll use 0.1. Tags and servers are optional, but we'll select a server. In this case, our cloud SnapLogic. We'll add a description. Finally, we click Create. Our new service opens. The service editor is where we can manage endpoints, policies, view related assets, configure subscriptions, and add documentation that is visible in the developer portal. Let's add an endpoint to invoke the Hello World triggered task. We select our Trigger Hello World message task. We don't need tags or server overrides, so we'll click Create. Every endpoint needs a path. Let's add one. We'll add a description. We could add complex routing logic using rules or expressions, but our service doesn't require that. We'll use getMessage for the path. If the endpoint required any path parameters, we would add them here. We do need to add one or more HTTP methods. Since the endpoint simply returns a message, we'll use the default get method. We'll add a description and a response. We could add request parameters here. Normally, we might add a number of response codes. For this example, we'll just add 200 OK. Click Create to save the response. Now click Create to add the method. And once more to add the path. Our service has an endpoint and path, with no errors or warnings. Our next task is to test it, which will be covered in Part 2 of the tutorial. Thanks for watching.